I've bulked up 19 kg in the past year and a half, and in this video I'm going to share with you the 7-step blueprint that's helped me do it. And I'm not going to go over what bulking is or why you should bulk, because if you clicked on this video, you probably already know the answers to those questions. Step 1. Find your maintenance calories. First of all, what does maintenance calories mean? Maintenance calories are the amount of calories you burn from existence. So that means breathing, digesting food, and other things like that. On top of the amount of calories you burn through any exercise you do, whether that be in the gym or cardio. Now, how do you calculate this number for you? Go on to TDEE calculator, and this is a website that calculates your maintenance calories. Enter all your values here, your height, weight, age, and how many days a week you work out. And it'll then give you a number, and that number is an estimate for your maintenance calories. I say estimate as these apps aren't entirely accurate, as your metabolism could be faster or slower than the website predicts. Step 2. Bulking calories. Now you know how many calories to eat on maintenance, or in other words, how many calories to eat to maintain your weight. But now you need to add calories in order to bulk and gain weight. This begs the question of, how many calories do you need to eat in surplus, or in other words, over maintenance, in order to gain weight? When it comes to this, so many people recommend different amounts. Some will say a high surplus of 1,000, and some will say a low surplus of 250, which is what I recommend. The issue with eating in too large of a surplus is that the weight you gain will end up being fat and not muscle, and so you'll need to end your bulk prematurely and spend lots of time cutting down to reduce the fat. So you're going to add 250 calories to your maintenance and eat that number of calories every day. Step 3. Track and adjust. Now you should be eating 250 calories above your maintenance. And now you need to track your weight and calories somehow to adjust your calories accordingly. For weight, you'll weigh yourself every morning before eating anything and after going to the toilet. This way you can see consistent gain of weight instead of random spikes due to inconsistent weigh-in times. And for tracking calories, you should use a calorie tracking app. I personally use MyFitnessPal, but you can use other ones as well, like MacroFactor. Just make sure you're eating the right amount of calories per day. Now, if you gain a quarter to half a kg per week, then that's perfect. Keep eating that many calories until your weight gain slows down. Then add another 250 calories and repeat the process. If you're gaining less than a quarter to half kg per week, then increase your calories again by 250 until you gain that much and repeat the process. And if you gain more than a quarter to half a kg per week, then decrease the calories by 250 until you gain that much and repeat the process. Step 4. Macros and water. Now you're eating a certain number of calories. You also need to eat the right amount of protein, carbs, and fats to put on muscle. Now for protein, you're going to eat 1 gram per pound of body weight. Even though science says 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, we're going to be on the safe side and eat 1 gram per pound. For fats, go for about 1 gram per kilogram of body weight to maintain healthy hormones. And fill all the rest of your calories with carbs. Now you should also be drinking at least 2.5 litres of water every day. This will help with digestion and overall fuel your lifting sessions. And on top of this, you should have some electrolytes every day, whether that be through adding some salt into your water or using a specific electrolyte supplement. These will help prevent dehydration and help you in your lifting sessions. Step 5, weightlifting. Now you're eating the right amount of calories, macros, and drinking enough water. You need to be weightlifting in order to actually build muscle. I recommend you weightlift for 4 to 6 days per week for maximal muscle growth. But I understand that certain people can't make that many days. So I'll go over the best split right now, depending on how many days of the week you can train. 1 day a week, full body. 2 days a week, 2 full body days. 3 days a week, upper, lower plus full body. 4 days a week, upper, lower times 2. 5 days a week, push pull legs, upper, lower. 6 days a week, push pull legs times 2. In these splits, you can swap push pull legs for the Arnold split or any other split like that. Now another thing you need to do is progressively overload each lift. And you need to do this by tracking your workouts. Unless you're some genius who can remember the weight and reps for every exercise. So I personally use an app on my phone called Boost Camp. You can use pen and paper as well if you want to go old fashioned. And make sure each week you're progressing in some way, shape or form in your lifts. Step 6, cardio. Now weight training is good. You should also be doing cardio in order to help with digestion and prevent you getting any cardiovascular diseases. Now this doesn't mean you need to do all-out sprints every day of the week. I recommend you do cardio 2 to 4 days per week at a light to moderate intensity. This could be using a cardio machine or just going out for a walk. Step 7, recovery. In order to make sure you're actually building muscle, you need to give your body enough time to recover. And so I recommend per week you take at least 1 rest day, but preferably 2. And on top of that, make sure that you get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to let your body and mind rest, to push as hard as possible the next day. On top of that, you can implement recovery techniques such as the sauna, massages, and cold plunges. However, these are merely add-ons and can't be used to replace the real sleep and the actual rest days. That's my 7-step blueprint that helped me gain 19 kg in a year and a half. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.